G'day, I'm David G, Sheshnag Yoga Center, sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? The Diary of an Awakening Man. My trip into embodied fusion of the Tantric sort. This is the next video. Been doing the practices, doing the levels for about best part of a week. I found immediately, I don't know whether it's because I masturbate regularly, but my demand and imposition and expectation of sex from my partner has decreased significantly. In that period, or through that experience, she seems to have opened up a lot more. I find that females in general have a need antenna, and if the man's needy, then their antenna knows without too much effort, and they sort of shut down. So she's opened up within a week of me doing the practices. You got to keep in mind that it's been a long time coming. I've been trying to understand myself for a long time. I had an objective blowout in 1998, and since then it's like all of a sudden I went from inside myself looking at the picture to outside myself with a universal understanding, and then this objective perspective, trying to understand myself, how I'm connected to everything and everyone else. So I'm like the psychologist and the psychotic all in one. So I've been holding space. I've been empowered in my own center and aligned in that. And I am cut in the image of my dad, who's a very beautiful man, but submissive by nature, chooses the path of least resistance. I'm also attuned to my mum, who doesn't take much shit from anyone. So in my quest to be in a harmonious relationship, the one thing that I won't tolerate, and there's a big dialogue about it on the planet, is called the false feminine, where the man only desires to please their partner, and the woman, like if you talk to some of the tantric websites, they say, a lot of women say that if my man only did this, if he only did that, pointing the fault at the man and never introspecting and doing the work on themselves, expecting the man to meet them. So that's the false feminine, seeing the feminine, or being the feminine, which I'm not, and her seeing herself without fault, and then pointing the faults out in the man to meet her in a certain space. I won't take that. I won't tolerate it in my interaction of relationship. I will do some work, and in this case it's the majority of the work, because I've got a shitload of victimization pain. So I'll own that and come to the party. But it needs two willing people who are going to take responsibility and own their own shit, go deep into their subconscious and recognize the patterns that they express it and embody, and then put upon the other person in their interaction within a relationship. For me, I still feel alone and bewildered after the practices. I don't feel connected. It's like feelings evade me, and I'm in a state of limbo between attraction and chasing, and aversion and running. And some people go, that'd be cool, the middle path, just like sattva, equilibrium. And I'm sitting there not feeling any desire, and I'm wondering if I'm actually withdrawing. I'm just saying how I feel as an input into the diary. So in that I've got like a calm acceptance that I'm a yoni by nature, and I'm intuitively predisposed to perception of the subtle realms, as well as intellectually, scientifically focused. In that acceptance, I also find a patience and a appreciation of the concept of witnessing. In that, I find that the sensuality is still evading me. I'm working towards embodied fusion, and it's a very big challenge for me. But I'm never going to be anything other than I am, and I'm set to a certain constitution. So I'm trying to open my heart and express my sensuality and sexuality while feeling into it. There you go, that's the update for this week. Om Namah Shivaya, Sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? Share the world. Hara Hara Mahadev. Hara Hara Mahadev. Hara Hara Mahadev. Praise to the great being and divinity that coordinates all.